Rapper Young LA, best known for his 2008 smash hit Ain't I, experienced a terrifying and unsettling moment over the weekend when he suddenly passed out during a live performance, sending shockwaves through the crowd and raising serious concerns about his well-being. The unsettling scene unfolded at the Elite Lounge, a popular nightlife destination located in Greenwood, South Carolina, where fans had gathered in high spirits, eagerly awaiting a night of nostalgia and excitement. The evening was supposed to be a celebration of music, energy, and memories from the golden days of Atlanta's influential rap scene, but it quickly took a grim turn. As the lights dimmed and the opening chords of Futuristic Love began to vibrate through the club's speakers, there was an almost electric energy that surged through the room. Young LA, whose real name is Leland Austin, took the stage with a wide, animated smile, exuding a kind of infectious enthusiasm that immediately engaged the audience. The fans, many of whom had grown up with his music or had recently rediscovered it thanks to TikTok's resurgence of Ain't I, were on their feet, phones raised, capturing every moment. His style was classic Young LA, colorful, vibrant, and full of the unmistakable Atlanta swagger that had made him a rising star more than a decade earlier. He moved across the stage with familiar ease, bouncing to the beat, his voice blending with the thundering bass lines. In what appeared to be a spontaneous and playful moment, Young LA turned to a woman standing beside him on stage, handing her the microphone with a charismatic grin. But before she could even reach for it, something went horribly wrong. In an instant, the energy in the room shifted from exhilarating to terrifying. Young LA's body suddenly buckled, and he collapsed forward, hitting the ground with alarming force, his face landing flat against the hard stage floor. It was not the dramatic fall of a staged performance or the exaggerated tumble of someone playing around. It was real, raw, and unnerving. Two men standing close by instinctively rushed to catch him, their arms shooting out to break his fall. For a brief moment, it looked like they might succeed in steadying him. But within seconds, Young LA's body went completely limp, slipping through their grasp and crumpling to the ground. The sight of his motionless body stunned those on stage and in the audience. Some fans gasped, others screamed, and a tense silence fell over the once lively venue. It was clear to everyone watching that this was not a joke, not a stunt, but a genuine medical emergency. Oddly enough, despite the gravity of the situation, the two men who tried to catch him were seen laughing moments later, perhaps out of nervous shock or sheer disbelief. Sometimes in the face of chaos, people react in strange ways, laughter being one of them. But it did little to ease the deep sense of worry that spread through the crowd. Many onlookers were visibly concerned, with some trying to approach the stage, shouting at the DJ to cut the music, others frantically waving down security or anyone who could help. For a few agonizing minutes, there seemed to be utter confusion about how to respond. Adding to the complexity of the situation was the fact that Young LA had been performing just a few feet away from a conspicuously large bottle of tequila, prominently displayed on stage. It led many to speculate that perhaps alcohol had played a role in his sudden collapse. Witnesses reported that he had taken a few swigs from the bottle earlier during his set, although no one could confirm exactly how much he had consumed. As fans know all too well, too much juice will make you unloose, and in the unforgiving world of live performances, even a small miscalculation can have catastrophic results. Young LA's career has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. After bursting onto the scene in the late 2000s under T.I.'s Grand Hustle label, he enjoyed a brief but significant moment of fame. Ain't I, featuring Young DRO and T.I., became an anthem, blasting from car speakers and club sound systems across the country. His futuristic style, both in fashion and sound, set him apart in an industry often accused of being formulaic. But despite early success, Young LA struggled to maintain his momentum. Label disputes, personal challenges, and brushes with the law gradually pushed him out of the mainstream spotlight. For years, he remained relatively quiet, occasionally releasing new music but never quite recapturing the widespread attention of his early days. Recently, however, there had been a glimmer of a comeback. The sudden revival of Ain't I on TikTok introduced Young LA to a whole new generation. Short videos of teenagers and young adults dancing, lip-syncing, and remixing his music had given his career a surprising second wind. That's part of what made the Greenwood performance so special. This wasn't just another show. It was, in many ways, a celebration of resilience, of the idea that sometimes, even after years in the shadows, an artist can find a way to connect once again with an audience. But that dreamlike resurgence was abruptly interrupted when he collapsed on stage, reminding everyone of just how fragile and unpredictable life can be. As of now, details about his condition remain scarce. Attempts to reach his representatives for an update on his health have so far gone unanswered. It's unclear whether he was hospitalized, received on-site medical attention, or was able to recover backstage. The lack of information has only heightened fan anxiety, with social media flooded by worried messages, prayers, and calls for more transparency. It's hard not to feel a deep sense of empathy for young LA. Artists, especially those who have been away from the spotlight for a while, often carry immense pressure when returning to the stage. The need to prove themselves again, the anxiety of living up to nostalgic expectations, and the temptation to maintain an image of invincibility can lead to dangerous choices, whether it's pushing their bodies too hard, indulging in substances to chase a vibe, or simply underestimating the toll that time and life struggles can take on their health. In a broader sense, young LA's collapse speaks to a larger issue within the music industry, the often unseen battles that artists face when the cameras are off. Success, fame, and adoration can be thrilling, but they also come with an enormous weight that can erode mental and physical well-being over time. For every viral moment or comeback story, there are countless private struggles, and what fans see on stage is often just a small fraction of the full reality. The incident at Elite Lounge also served as a stark reminder that the nightlife world, especially the rap scene, needs to prioritize artist health and safety more seriously. Whether it's providing medical staff on site, encouraging moderation, or simply creating an environment where performers feel supported and cared for, these steps are critical. Young LA's Scary Fall shouldn't just be a viral clip that circulates for laughs or clicks, it should be a wake-up call about the real risks performers face. As fans continue to hold their breath, hoping for good news, many are also reflecting on the unique place young LA holds in hip-hop culture. Though his career never reached the astronomical heights some predicted, his influence on Atlanta's rap landscape and his willingness to experiment with sounds, flows, and aesthetics left a lasting mark. His music captured a moment in time, a bridge between the rugged trap sounds of the early 2000s and the more melodic, genre-bending styles that would dominate in the 2010s. Today, songs like Futuristic Love and Ain't I Feel Like time capsules, evoking memories of a certain era when rap was rapidly evolving, blending Southern swagger with futuristic ambitions. They remind us of the excitement of new sounds, of young artists daring to dream big, and of a city, Atlanta, that had firmly established itself as the epicenter of hip-hop innovation. Young LA, in his own way, was a pioneer within that movement, even if he didn't always get the recognition he deserved. And now, as he fights to recover from a frightening moment that could have been far worse, fans around the world are rallying behind him, sending messages of love, support, and encouragement. Whatever the circumstances that led to his collapse, one thing is certain: young LA still matters to the people who grew up on his music and to those just discovering it. His story isn't over. In fact, perhaps this is just another chapter, a difficult one, yes, but one that could lead to an even deeper, more meaningful comeback.